So these guys, let's go ahead and we'll just route them through here for now. And that'll hold them up out of the way. Okay. Boy, hopefully I gave myself enough wire. Might have to change that up later. Okay, so these guys, this is going to go, the white is going to go in with the rest of your neutrals. And we're going to lock that one down. And the black is going to go in with that solitary black. This is actually going to be the hot wire that plugs in and heats up the control center. Okay, so that one is now in there. So, you know, whether you want to take your time now and kind of start to neaten this stuff up, I mean, you could, if you wanted, you could go ahead and zip tie this stuff together and kind of be done with it. But, you know, that's not really my nature. I tend to wait a little while till I'm more complete with things. So, here we go. Now, remember, where did I put the back? The back is like this right here. And we're going to have a hole drilled down here. And these guys are going to come out the hole. And the control center, let me go grab one real quick. So that's the control center. And the control center is basically going to mount. Control center is going to mount on this back. Now it's got sticky tape on it to hold it in place for you. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put some screws in here and we're going to screw it solidly. So it'll be tape stuck on first and then solidly screwed onto this back so that when you put the back on here, this whole guy just mounts on the back. Okay, so these wires are going to come out through here. They're going to go up into this they're going to go up into this terminal, and then the terminals are going to power the power supply and power other items. Okay? So, just so you've got the concept, the wires are going to come down into this corner. They're going to come out of this conduit, down into this corner, get routed through the bottom hole, which we have not drilled yet. And then they're going to connect up here. Now, in case you guys are panicking a little bit by seeing this control center, you shouldn't. Because I do all this wiring for you, okay, so you don't have to do this. What you do have to do is you have to be able to follow some fairly simple instructions. And as you can see, all of these guys are pigtailed, okay, with little flags on them. And it just says yellow number whatever for like an output, okay. And so the yellow wire matches the yellow wire, and I'll take you through how to wire this stuff up. So this one's been sitting around here a little while in the shop, so the tags are getting a little loose. But like there's no tags on this one yet, but just to give you an idea, you'll see that they're black and white wires, right? And they're going into these black and white terminals. Well, this guy is going to come out, and guess what? They're just going to replace these. You're going to take this one out and this one out, and you're going to go ahead and you're going to put those in, and that's the basic of wiring it up. So you could go ahead and you could take these and you could strip them and tin them now if you wanted to, but you know, I typically do that all in the end, so you can just kind of cut it all to fit, and then just tin them as you go, and then just, you know, do the whole, once the whole bundle of wires is brought out here, you neaten this up, you close this up completely, okay, you bring your wires out, and then boom, 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 you land them, and you're done. It's a done deal. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go back inside. We're going to look at some of the inside wiring kits. We're going to clean up the inside some, and we're going to start hooking up the appliances inside, or the major wires first. Get the major wires brought down for fan control, for the DC power, the controller digital output wires. All of that stuff is going to get brought through here. We're going to route it and just dangle it all down the back, okay? And then once that's done and once that's all neatened up, we're going to go on to the next step. We're going to build up the back. We're going to take it, neaten this stuff up, mount it all up. But to recap, I mean, you're pretty much done here since you've tied all of these into these wires. I left out a step, and I wanted to add it in here. What I did is I added the new blue 16 gauge compressor control wire into this terminal here. I've brought in some clips from a later video to go ahead and show you that wire and to show you the vinyl insulator that I added to the 3-wire set that runs behind the compressor. Now, I've included the insulator in the kit. It's not totally necessary, but in the event that the wires do touch the back of the compressor, which can get rather warm, it's advantageous to go ahead and add that vinyl insulator now. So before you button this up and go on to the next video, go ahead and add those additional components here. Thanks.